Well, stunning new findings tonight in what could be the single worst poll in the Obama presidency. The Wall Street Journal finding President Obama has tied for his lowest job approval rating ever, ranking lower than President Bush when it comes to overall competency. And when Americans were asked if they think President Obama can lead the country and get the job done, 54% said no. Chris Stirewalt is our Fox News digital politics editor. 54% of the American public do not trust this president to lead. Chris.
It's a big vote of no confidence. This is a good poll, and this is a bad finding for an administration and a president that were already in a tough spot. This comes off of course, as we will recall, not just the scandal at the Veterans Affairs Administration, not just the release of the 5 prisoners from the Guantanamo Bay prisoner camp, not just that, but on top of that, what happened with and what continues to happen in Iraq that seems to be a result of the president's policy in Syria. There are evident deep concerns about the competency and about the capacity for leadership in this president. And I'll point out one other thing. On personal approval, how much do you like him? The president's now 5 points underwater. He has fallen off a cliff on all of these measures since his reelection, and it looks very grim.
What does it mean for him as he goes forward? I mean, who is left to stand by him?
Well, the problem for the president is he doesn't have a lot in the favor bank. He's raised a lot of money, but mostly he eats alone. Certainly, he has not done anything to engender goodwill among Republicans and among his fellow Democrats. The story's been about him. The last 6.5 years have been about him and what he wanted to do and what was good for him. Now his party has some divergent interests from him, and I think what you will see is what you saw today, which is hawkish Democrats, Clinton Democrats, excuse me, Hillary Democrats that are going to be putting the squeeze on this president to start bombing and start acting more belligerent in the Middle East, and he may not have any choice but to give them what they want.
It seems like the leverage with Congress is gone, and that it's gone not just with the Republicans, because 84% believe he can't lead, Republicans, but 61% of the independents, Chris, say he cannot lead. 1 in 5 Democrats agree.
Well, look, here's the thing for this president. He has tried to outlast and outweigh all of the problems that have beset his administration, figuring that simply by doing nothing, the story would move on and he would be okay and he could get back to high personal approval ratings with people complaining about his policies. That's been his MO throughout his presidency. Unfortunately now, when you're in the year 6, when things have stacked up to this point, you can't just keep moving on down the trail. And I think the future holds for him with this Democratic Congress. The advantages of beating him up and moving away from him are going to be too rich for any politician to overlook.
Yeah, it's been scandal after scandal, and they have taken their toll. Chris Stirewalt, thank you.
You bet.